Hi! This ain't your grandma's training video. Many of you don't know how to keg someone. Fear not, I'm here to fix that.
Why would I want to use a Beer Keg when I could just use my Beacon? It's an instant activation and I can get away from the slasher instantly risk-free.
Shut up, Nerdtron. It's called a fun alternative. God, get a load of this guy. Begone Brain over here. While Begone Soda is possibly the strongest item in the game, and is the strongest option you can use to escape from slashers and any kind of bad situation, it encourages bad habits, and it's a boring playstyle in my opinion. I have seen people, level 30, even higher, play worse than Greenhorns because they got Begone Brain. Yeah, that's my saying now. That's what I'm going to call the Begone users. You are Begone Brains now. This clip I'm about to show you is proof that you don't need the strongest items or to follow any kind of meta to get the job done. This is a stun against Watcher that led to me escaping. Watcher having a 2-second stun timer, by the way, or if you want like the actual nerdy little statistics, is 2.25. But either way, you get the point. Those 2.25 seconds was enough time for me to break line of sight and get in position to hide in a room nearby for me to escape. What could have been a very devastating situation. See what I did there? Don't you turn around. Turn around. He's gonna turn around. Oh my god. Get me out of here. Did you see that? Pretty cool, I know. Thank you. Save the applaud, please.
Shut your fucking mouth!
You, my fellow volunteers, how to use the beer keg effectively and more consistently, because we all know the beer keg is a little random, a little unpredictable, but trust me, there's a method to the madness. And I just want to quickly disclaim, anyone going around saying, "Oh, you could use the keg one-handed," no you fucking can't. The past 2 days, filming this video in fact, the longest part of this video has been trying to get consistent hits using the one-hand tech. That's where you hold it with grip and then hold trigger without having to do two hands. So you're holding the keg, hold trigger, hold grip, but then you have to hold it or the beer keg flies away. Yada yada. You get the idea. Then you hit it, throw it, whatever. But bees, why doesn't it blow up? Why does it take so long to blow up? Well, here's the method behind the one-handed tech. There is no one-handed tech, because I have a clip that I just got now discovering this method is bogus from getting 55 hits. Then once released, it took 9 to blow up. 64 total. RNG is bad, but not that bad. So anyone who tells you you can armor keg one-handed is damn well lying. No, do not believe them. Two-handed tech only. Why did you try for so long using the one-handed tech? Because of the RNG I genuinely believed, and a friend told me that you could do it that way. Whippy, I will find you. Also, let's say you have the mail quest where you need to give Grouch a beer keg. You've run a beer keg, it's not Grouch. Instead of thinking, well bollocks, it's not Grouch, what am I gonna do? You're gonna use that beer keg for something special. Trust me, you're gonna have your beer keg stuns looking like this. Hit 6 times. Right. You know, let's do it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got how many? To this. But enough with a yap, let's get into why you're actually here. Using a beer keg is so much easier than you might think. To use your beer keg, you want to hold, depending on what side your dominant hand is. If your dominant throwing side is your right hand, like mine, you want to hold the top with your left hand, or you can have the beer keg the other way around. However, I like doing it this way because for the next step when you have to tap, I like using the little notches around the top. So you want to grab with your left hand, and as you activate with your left hand, you use grip to grab underneath with your right. And like that, the beer keg is now active and it has moved to my dominant throwing hand. Vice versa for your left. You want to hold the top with your right and grab the bottom with your left, and then the beer keg will be on your left throwing hand. Either way, whatever hand you use, you still need to actually prime the keg, and to do this you can hit it 4 to 6 times on a wall or the floor. 4 is the safe spot, 6 is too risky to do 6 in my opinion, but it can work. It has happened, but you really need some RNG. 5 is a little in the middle. It can blow up in your hand, or it can be used as an impact. Let's go with 5. Five hits, and you can tell by the sound that it makes. The little dunk is an indicator that the keg has taken a hit and is now ready to use. Take the bait, you big chicken! And like that, if you duck down actually, you can dodge the stun spray! Look at you, missing all them shots. Silly bird. Actually, you can also stun slashes through floors! Okay, bit weird, that counts. You can stun them through floors, as you just saw there. The hitbox is pretty damn generous. If I remember, it's about 8 meters. But you can hit slashes through floors, and it looks damn cool if you do. Very generous range. Oh, he was going for the milk! No milk for you, loser! Yum! What is that range? Another niche little trick. Not only can you stun slashers through floors, you can also use them against Free Smiley Dealer to get rid of his little minions. You don't have to do it, but you can if you want to. It is a little funny to squash the little lemon man. Another thing I will say, just because you see the slasher doesn't mean you have to stun them there and then. You can save it as a lifeline, like using a B-gun, just a way cooler version. Or you can actually use it to save people. Roll the clip. Oh, looks like you're also in need of the beer keg tutorial. As you just saw there, using a beer keg isn't just for yourself, you can save others with it too. How cool is that? But bees, I may know how to use a beer keg, but I'm not accurate at it. Fear not, I'm here to show you. Throwing a beer keg is in the wrist when it comes to accuracy. Yes, you're going to use your arm for leverage, but release is on the wrist is going to depend where this thing's going to go. If you release with your wrist facing upwards or the keg facing upwards, obviously it's going to fly upwards. If you release with your wrist throwing straight, it's going to throw relatively straight. It might dip up a little, it might dip down a little, but it's still relatively going to go straight. As for throwing down, I do not recommend throwing your wrist down because you can actually tear a tendon in doing this. Don't do it that way. If you want to throw it down towards the floor, just do it with your arm, but still have this somewhat straight as it will mostly go to the floor. Let's do a ceiling shot. See? In the wrist. Here's a straight. You want the milk? You want the milk? Low shot! Don't ever think I'll give you something nice, you creepy crawling weirdo! Take your fucking milk. As you've seen, arm for leverage, wrist for angle. You can throw up, or you can have your angle straight or down. You can throw in any damn direction you want. Just make sure you have the angle right. Because if you're going to throw upwards, and you release downwards, the keg is either gonna plummet down, or it's gonna skim the ceiling and you're gonna miss. Trust me, it happens more times than you would think. A little advanced tip, you can use the heavy colliders of a battery and a gas can to hit the beer keg like a golf swing or a tennis swing. And it can be used to fire the beer keg at the slasher at muck Jesus speeds and have it explode. It looks really cool. Wouldn't recommend it, but it is a flex and a half, I tell ya. Good foam, good swing. Watch out! Smiley boy, tooth and tooth. I'll give you something to fucking smile about. I'm gonna throw up a little compilation for you just to show you guys what you're missing out on here. Oh, oh my god. Fuck off! Hi there! Wham! You can't dodge the bullets! You're a fucking nerd. Might work. Is he frozen? Congratulations, my friends. You have just kegged someone. Whether it's a slasher, a friend, or a greenhorn hiding in a locker. Either way, I'm proud. I hope this video has helped you understand the beer keg a little more, and hopefully encourages you to use it a little more in your games as well, as it is, in my opinion, a very fun and very underrated item. I hope to see you guys around, and I'll catch you on the flip side.